me like Italian bread, long with a lot of dough in the
To live and die in Chicago.
You wanna fuck with a nigga from the Chi-Town?
But I ran through them projects like they was my shit. Yeah, 606 guy. 606.
Pull up on your ass and pop the trunk. Now little pop up out that bitch with that pump.
Do you be yourself and make sure that you love being yourself. And it's gonna be roadblocks, it's gonna be tribulations, but always remember this is a life experience. Accept the experience, appreciate the experience, and learn how to move on from things that don't serve you well, you know, and find your journey, respect your journey, and love it.
What's good, people? Double O. All right, man. I'm gonna take this short and simple because one, I gotta go grab my daughter, and we gonna have a little date night, well, afternoon brunch. I guess we call that brunch or lunch. I'm just checking the audio real quick to make sure everything cool. Okay, cool. That audio decent. All right. I don't know how long I'm gonna be here, so. And I ain't. If you don't know, I've been playing Black Myth, Wukong, Fire Game. If you ain't got it, go get it. If you're on a budget and can't get it right now, when you can get it, buy it because this game is fire. I've been going boss through bros. If you know, you check my streams out. I hope you have. If you haven't, go look at them. Yeah, man, I'm leaving with something has been the slogan all game. So it is what it is. I'm leaving with something. Don't mind how many times I die. Just know I'm leaving with something. But besides that, I wanted to just hurry up and get my take out or get my opinion out real quick about the whole Phil Spencer and the Indiana Jones situation that has everybody in a tizzy. Once again, like always, the moment something is announced or brought to the table or forefront, everybody just impulse react without really sitting down, taking what's being said and understanding what's going on. In my opinion, you know, it's kind of like when your girlfriend find out about your side chick and then all of a sudden she doesn't analyze and pull up information, nothing like that. She just impulsively just go out there and flip out, and then come to find out the person that she even think that you even dealing with ain't even the person that's your side chick. Or, you know what I'm saying, you probably let that side chick go months ago, and you know, it is what it is type mess. You get what I'm saying? Like, they overreact without getting all of the information correct. So I'm sorry. For me personally, I've been champion day one of the console war being over with. I'm glad that the console war has been over with. I'm glad that Phil Spencer even said it. I even commented when he did say that the console war was like a cancer to gaming. I 1,000% agree with it. I'm sorry, I done had multiple podcasts on broadband bullying, state of gaming. It's pretty much reiterating the same thing, that the console war is over. People need to get over it. They need to get back to gaming and actually appreciating the games itself and not dealing with the sales of this plastic and having plastic determine your factor when it comes to fun. Now, do I troll sometimes? Do I get in my little bag and you know, poke my little fun at what goes on with PlayStation? Absolutely. And Xbox, yes, I do. Do I take it to the extent of everybody else? No, I don't. But to each his own. Everybody humor ain't the same. So I don't flaw nobody with it. I just flaw people that they determine they're buying what they will buy or their time that they will invest in the game. They base it solely off of Metacritic scores, opinions on the internet with social media, and not actually like maybe taking the time to flush out and experience the game themselves. Plain and simple. No, those type of people, I don't have too much respect for, because it's like you're a follower, you're not a leader. You're willing to argue up and down 2 hour and a half podcast based off of someone else's opinion, not your own opinion about a product. I can't get behind that, and that's just, you just look crazy to me. It just is what it is with me personally. So if your argument, or we having a conversation and we're talking about something that I have experienced or I want to check out, and I'm having like, hey, it looks this, and I give you key points on why I'm hyped for a game, and then you turn around and give me someone else's opinion, like, oh, they said it was trash, or Metacritic said it was only a 75 overall game, and these people wrote this letter about it, users, and I'm like, dude, did you play the game? Oh, Digital Foundry said the game dipped in frames. I can't play dip frame games. Like, gamers this day and age is just beyond privilege. They act like silver spoon babies, and they are very entitled for whatever reason. I think is a couple of these developers have gave them a little too much access to themselves, or to themselves, when it comes to creating these games, and they feel like they entitled and their opinion need to be heard and given the proper respect. And if it isn't, your product is trash, or you don't respect the gamers. That them people need to be over that way, because I'm not one of them. This is one of the reasons why I have a hard time with my own channel, is because I be trying to do multiple content, because I just don't do video gaming. But I'm not of the sheep herd mentality. Since I've came into this podcast and stuff on Broadband Bully with Z and them, it's countless videos of me going back and forth with them with multiple topics. From me and Z had a good conversation, debate when we was on Twitch, and we was talking about the retail and how retail is dying out, and digital games are taking over. And he had his counterparts and counter talks with, oh, retail in rural areas is needed, and da 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 da. And now look at today, now in 2024, you're seeing retail stores don't even sell physical copies of games anymore in selective areas and stuff, in certain areas, and they push in digital gaming. It's just the growth of the games. The situation now, that with all that being said, it leads up to this Indiana Jones situation. Now, I went on the podcast before, same Broadband Bully with Z, and we had our discussion about the 4 games that was coming to PlayStation. And everybody was, oh my God, whole slate, you're gonna get Halo, Forza, all of it is coming, Starfield. You had J-Dub jump out the window talking about Starfield is coming to PlayStation, yada, 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 so forth and so on. All rumor based, and again, I'm not finna run out here and have a full-on 50-minute bashing of a company based off of a rumor. That's not what I do. That's not how I roll. I've always said, why are you so heavily strong based off your opinion, basing your opinion off of a rumor that have not been official, has not came from the source, until it is fully announced? You can entertain it for content wise, but don't try to come in here with the overly bashing and you want to have an argument over a rumor. It's crazy to me. That's like he say, she say type of conversations. I'm not finna really entertain it like that. I'm just gonna look at you like a goofy. So on that show, Posting them and J Dub did they 1-2. I had to go back and look at that video because I got a bet with Big Money, and come to find out Big Money owed me some bread, because guess what? I got kicked off that show because I was a Xbox user and I didn't even say anything that whole entire show. The next show after that, King Thrash was there and they had their conversation. Never was on the show. I couldn't get back in the Discord because uh Z had got $100 donation for post up and he kicked out all the Xbox guys. So I didn't come back until a few shows later on, and then we was talking about totally different topics. So they try to bunch me with everybody, and they can't bunch me with everybody. I've been champion Game Pass since existence. I had my own personal experience. When I said a game that I played is what drew me into Game Pass because I would have never spent the money on that game before. And then me playing that game actually showed me the benefits of Game Pass. And if you are a content creator or trying to be a content creator or trying to look for a lane into becoming a content creator, Game Pass is the perfect thing. All you got to do is load up the game. I mean, load up buy Game Pass, of course. Load up whatever games that they are releasing, and you do a review on it, live reaction of a Game Pass game. That's content right then and there. You got multiple content. You can talk about the game with your chat, express your opinion about what you played, and it came to little to nothing. You only paid like $20 for that month, and you didn't get massive content and massive growth on social media based off your $20. That's an instant W, but people don't see it that way. It is what it is. But going back to the whole Indiana Jones joint. So we all got the release. We synced the games. Once again, it was games that everybody was talking about, all these big AAA games. It was some small stuff. Hi-Fi Rush, Pentiment, Sea of Thieves, and Grounded. They went over to the next platform and sold well. I think they are saying right now that Sea of Thieves did over 1 million on PlayStation. They charted on their release and everything. All kudos, all great. So it's positive numbers, obviously. But a lot of people right now, they hear the Indiana Jones, and then all of a sudden everybody blew up running around with their tiki torches. Oh, I'm throwing my Xbox away. Ain't no point of having an Xbox. I'm going to PC. I'm going to PlayStation because they getting all their games. I went into the comment section of one of Phil Spencer's posts yesterday, and I was rolling, bro. Like I was cracking up on how these people were reacting. And hold on, I want to pull it up real quick because it was pretty sad. Like there's like literally this thing had over 600 some comments. Hold on, wait a minute. And the reaction, like they are port bagging, they want Xbox game, I mean PlayStation games on the Xbox, and Phil Spencer, you told us a lie, and I mean they was going full on pony body in this joint. And I was just surprised because I'm just like, dang, this is all it took for y'all. And I guess y'all really didn't pay attention to the ABK situation, which is why honestly, this is why I didn't react like I reacted. I laughed at the console wars, the people that base their podcast off of the console war. You gonna have to switch and pivot and start playing some games. There ain't nothing else you can combat with. There's nothing else you can argue about. I found out something else new that people are trying to argue about in Discord, but neither here nor there. But I hope it don't get no legs. Honestly, I hope it doesn't, because you gonna have to pivot and actually play games. People have been getting bamboozled and swindled out here. You've been hearing people on podcasts for years talk about the console war, just talk. And then when the games actually come out, either they play half of it or they don't even finish it. Even worse, they don't play it at all and start going off to the next game and just hyping that up, and then the cycle keeps continuing. They get the donations because people need other people to feel validated or something. Like you're looking for validation from another person online to help you cope with what you paid for. It's crazy to me. Instead of you actually playing the games, actually going out there playing the games, enjoying it, saying it's good, it's trash, whatever. You would rather just go on a channel, bash the developers because these people took a lot of hard work, time, and dedication creating these games and bringing it to the forefront. And due to your loyalty to a plastic box, they you just bash and just destroys the developers. They going out of business. We seeing the layoffs and everything else, and then you get upset and say, "Oh, layoffs are bad for the community, and oh, people need their jobs so they can take care of their family." But you ignored the 6 to 8 months, maybe a year of you bashing their product or their games for views and clicks on social media. That's the cancerous part of gaming that I can't get behind. I'm not rocking with. I would never put my hat on that at all. Now, don't get me wrong. Are there developers that deserve it? Absolutely. There's some half-ass developers out there that, do the bare minimum to make a profit. Or, some companies tell them, hey, this game is popular. I want you to go over there, ignore your desire of creating something new, and I want you to copy and paste what they did and make us a profit. You have those situations and you point those out, and that's cool, fine, and dandy. But when you have the ones that just completely just bash a game before it even come out, you don't even give it a chance to check it out and have an honest opinion about it, you guys are the worst people ever, and you don't love gaming at all. Period. Point blank. Just my opinion. It is what it is. So let's go back to the ABK deal. If everybody understood what was going on in ABK, shout out to Jim Ryan. I keep saying shout out to Jim Ryan because none of this would not have happened without you, sir. Thank you for your dedication on trying to stop Game Pass for being on PlayStation. Because when you looked at the ABK deal and the FTC situation, Jim Ryan was hell bent on not putting Game Pass on PlayStation. They said it is not going to happen. We're not going to do it. It's going to cannibalize our sales, and they threw everything on the kitchen table for the lawyers to eat it up and say no Game Pass on on PlayStation. No Game Pass. I repeat, Game Pass. Phil Spencer, Sarah Bond, and crew figured out a way alternatively to still put their products on PlayStation to make profit, which is we'll just usher some games over there and we gonna check and see what the temperature is like with our products. They sent 4 games over there. We know the games, I just mentioned them. And one of the games have been reported, Sea of Thieves have been reported to did over 1 million players, had over 1 million players, sold over 1 million. And I think 2 or 3 of the games charted. I don't think Pentiment charted. I know Grounded, Sea of Thieves, and Hi-Fi Rush charted on PlayStation charts. Nigga, that's a win. I don't understand how people don't understand the hustle. Like, I can keep selling to the same consumer or hypes, if you want to call it. Heck, I can be one of those hypes. The 1%ers. The 1% that go out there, they're going to buy maybe, depending on the size of your household, and, if you got like some sad baby mamas or whatever the case may be, you might buy 2 to 3 consoles for that family. Everybody ain't going to do that. It's a very, very, very small percentage of people that's out here buying 2 to 3 consoles per household. But typically, in a household, it's 1 console per household. These consoles have been around for 4 years. It's a hard sell. PlayStation has proven it and said, yo, 54% of our user bases are still on PS4. Regardless of why they're there, they're there. Xbox, hard sell. Everyone goes with it. They're ranked number 3. They only sold about 20 something million. PlayStation 5 is at 60 plus million. It's a hard sell to get people to move over from the previous console to this generational console. I even said also, case in point, it's 2024. Call of Duty, one of the biggest franchise shooter games of this generation, is still making last generation Call of Duty. 2K, the biggest sports franchise, one of the biggest sports franchise, are still making current gen 2Ks because of the analytics, the data, the information, the amount of money that people are buying on consoles. It shows that. So when it goes to this situation that's going on with the other games, and on top of that, Phil Spencer said it was going to happen. It's going to be more games. Indiana Jones is funny to me because when Indiana Jones was announced at the showcasing, I remember everybody and their mama dog walking Indiana Jones. Not me, everybody else. Oh, the crack when he cracked the whip across the terrain or the arena, the environment, it looked at clunky. Oh, why is they doing third person view? They should have kept it in first person view or vice versa. Should have been third instead of first. Oh, it looks slow. I don't like the punching mechanics, and they bashed that damn game day zero because it was only on Xbox. When it was saying it when it was announced. It was only on Xbox. They bashed the crap out of that game. Now all of a sudden, spring 2025, PlayStation will be getting Indiana Jones. Oh, we got Indiana Jones. Da, 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 da. It's like, fam, where's that same energy? Because they didn't say they switched it up, put it in third person to put it. We heard the feedback, so we decided to change the game up. None of that. A lot of these cats was talking about the game wasn't even coming out because it still said a to be determined sticker on it the last time they showed the game. And they said, oh, Xbox ain't got no games. All they had was Hellblade 2. Where's Indiana Jones? Where's the Valve? It's like, fam, I understand the console war is y'all bread and butter and you ain't got nothing else to live on. But grow up, dog. Grow the fuck up. Because I even had debates with these guys. Like, even J-Dub. Me and J-Dub sat and had a whole conversation. I'm like, dude, even back in the days, we didn't do this. Yes, Sega and Nintendo was Sega and Nintendo, but we argued about the control. We probably argued about controllers and the button layouts, but for the most part, we was talking about the games that we was getting. We compared Mario and Sega and Sonic, and which game was better. We get into the techno bowls and the game. We started talking about that shit. We didn't talk about, oh man, the Sega Genesis is so sexy. You see those slick curves on that box? It looked good on my nightstand. Like, nobody said shit like that, bro. Like, nobody was talking like that. It has always been about the games. And for whatever reason, I don't know why. I don't even care to know where the heck this mess came from, where we are heavily focused on the plastic instead of the games. I don't know where it came from. And honestly, I don't care. I'm glad that it's gone because now we can start paying attention more towards these developers, asking them to give us better visuals, whatever, new gameplay, actual gameplay. Everybody been running around with the Battle Royale Fortnite template. I mean, I'm my bad. I apologize. Not Fortnite, PUBG, because PUBG was the originator of this because it came from Armor. They've been running around with the PUBG format so fucking long that we haven't got any growth in video gaming at all. And it's sad because everybody and let's be honest. I'm going to say it now since this is my showcase and everything, and I can get a chance to actually talk on here instead on Zenem show. I'm gonna be honest with you. If we going off of this console war mess, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Nintendo won, and these are the major reasons why Nintendo won. One, out the gate, Nintendo is in the console business. It's only the big three. It's only big three. This is how sad it is. We got three companies out here making trillions of dollars, millions of dollars, billions of dollars off of these gaming platforms, and we're arguing about who's one, two, and three. That's how dumb it is. Even though all three companies are carrying the world in video games. But Nintendo actually won because out the gate they was making a profit off their console. One, two, all of their games are exclusive. They was doing so well they didn't even have to worry about third party. It was completely all in-house profit off of their games. Maybe some third party here and there, but for the most part, first party carried their whole entire platform into this next generation coming up. And at the end of the day, they're still selling. Everybody want to ignore Nintendo because it's a handheld. It doesn't count because no, it's the big three. Nintendo is it's big dude. Let's be honest. Let's be frank. Then if you want to with the console sales, Sony, then Xbox. It doesn't change the pecking order, but everyone champion that PlayStation is number one is wrong. It's Nintendo. And that's just is what it is. That's why I don't argue that mess because it's stupid. You got three companies out here that's literally monopolizing video gaming as a whole for years, making billions and trillions of dollars, but we arguing over the trinkets of who's one and two and three. Like, anywho, neither here nor there. I just wanted to make that clear. So since the console wars moved out the way, Nintendo won. Shout out to Nintendo. Congratulations. You outshined everybody. Congrats. Moving that out the way, going to the games itself. We have not seen progression in video games in years. Everybody's been running around with this battle royale format. You see what's going on with Concord. Everybody is saying it's just another version of Overwatch and Destiny. Like, all of this mess, we just been repeating the same games, just different skins. And been so busy focused on the console war that we've been neglecting that we ain't been getting really no good games. To be honest, as much as I like this Black Myth Wuhan game, what game is it being compared to? Everybody like it's a Souls-like game. Everybody keeps saying it's a Souls-like game. And it's like we're stuck once again. Even though this game is good, I say Microsoft, Sarah Bond, them, Phil Spencer missed the ball on this. I don't know the back end of it, but they should have had the heck out of this game. This was their version of God of War on Xbox, in my opinion. Without having God of War itself, this would have, look at the numbers in China. China is carrying the crap out of this game because of their heritage and their lineage and their connection to this game, that they are selling this game out there. And Microsoft could have been in the forefront of that. You know what I'm saying? With a publishing deal, exclusive, something. They should have been front and center. I would have sent Sarah Bond out there with a duffel bag full of money. Here you go. Same thing with Grand Theft Auto 6. I will be doing the same thing with them. But neither here nor there. They didn't. They really missed the ball with the Xbox Series X not having this game on there. I'm pretty sure it's gonna come later on. I don't know what Sony and them did or whatever, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna come later on, and we might get the most optimized version. Cause I've been hearing that Sony been having some issues. I don't know if that's fanboy talk or not, but whatever. But by the time it hit the Xbox, it should be optimized, and I'll be playing it again. Honestly, hopefully it come on Game Pass. If it don't, it don't. I'm still gonna buy it. It's cool. Right now I'm on PC. I'm on my PC playing. Let me get to the chat real quick, cause I ain't been ignoring y'all, but. He said, not like this, bro. It's Tim. Not like what? I ain't said nothing wrong yet. I just don't like the fact that how they did it. They now why not wait till Sony show release show and release it? Sony don't do no damn shows. One and two. I can get it in the sense of that it's like okay y'all slow dragged it, but I think it was also that internal situation that they was talking about because you remember we was talking about Phil Spencer and then the board was having and Bethesda was having conflict with each other on what games was going to release where because of course the company is like man we here for money, let's be honest. As much as people like Phil Spencer and praise him and tout him, bro, he got a boss and they got to make money. They done spent over $70 billion on this Call of Duty deal, on this Activision deal. We got to get this money back. And granted, they're going to, because we haven't even spoke about mobile and Call of Duty on there and whatever, all that stuff. They're going to make their money back, but we need to see that return back soon. And I'm pretty sure they got a crunch number on what they need to make yearly to show that they made their money back on it, plus some, plus interest. So they trying to get their money back as quick as possible. I would think, if you know what I'm saying. It's like if you had bought something from off the street, you bought like I don't know 5 PlayStations. You're gonna try to get the most money off them PlayStations as soon as possible. And if you can get an upsell on it to make even more money, guarantee you gonna do it. It's the same way. This is business. Get your feelings out this situation. That's why I said what I said about Tim Dog, and I'm not taking it back. He was in his feelings. He acted emotionally. Just because someone didn't give you any news about what was coming down the pipeline does not mean you defriend somebody or you do some backstabbing stuff in a sense or you lash out at them on social media. That was a weak move. I stand by that. Weird. You acting emotional over plastic. You acting too entitled. They are businessmen and they are doing what they supposed to do as a business to make profit. Is what it is. But when they said Mello don't want to believe it, I don't care. I believe it. I've been believing it. What are you talking about? I've been believing it. I'm telling you what they wanted to do. The moment Jim Ryan blocked Game Pass going on on PlayStation, they had to find an alternative route. And what was the alternative route? Hell, we already got Minecraft over there. We already guaranteed in the FTC and the ABK deal situation that we was going to still support Call of Duty being on PlayStation and other platforms. They still got to show that that they're sincere about what their plans are, their intentions was with this deal. And it makes sense. Indiana Jones, that's the crazy part about it also. Indiana Jones is based off a movie. Most movie video games do not do well. We know this. We've talked about this on multiple podcasts on how movie related games does not reflect when it comes to gaming. When it's transferred over to gaming, it don't do well. So if I want to put Indiana Jones of all games in the best light possible, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? Like, I'm going to make a profit off of this. Why wouldn't I do that? And on top of that, I still give my day one supporters love and support it because guess what? You already playing for Game Pass. Most of these people that I've been talking to, they got damn near Game Pass for over 2 years. They on PC with Game Pass Ultimate over 2 years. You're still getting the game and enjoying it, and having your fun, having your way with it. And by the time spring 2025 come, which you're going to move from this game anyway. Indiana Jones ain't gonna last no more than a week. It's a single player game. You're gonna play the story, run the credits, and beat it. You're probably gonna get that percentage of people that want 100% and they get all the trophies, and that's it. You're done. That's like what, maybe 2 weeks for that game at best, depending on your pace and on how you play the game. You're gonna be done in 2 weeks. They get the game in spring of 2025. Why am I worried? You know how many other games I would have played by then? Like, I've been probably by what? By the time Indiana Jones is done, I'm moving on to like Stalker 2 or something. South by Midnight. Like, why are we complaining about something that they do? Like, they had the same argument with Sony. Oh, y'all getting the game now. Y'all getting it years down the road. I already played God of War. I already played Horizon. It's going to PC. It doesn't matter to me. So why should it matter to you? You played it first. That's why I say people are reacting with their emotions and not their damn mind. You throw feces on the wall about your feelings towards another brand, and then when it happens to your brand, oh, you want to clean up the wall and act like you never threw the feces. It's weird. It's just weird. He said, make Xbox look like hoes, second class citizens. Microsoft been said they wanted games everywhere, which is fine, but as an Xbox fan myself, I can stand there. He said, I can stand them away, always putting other platforms. If you've been in the, how are we second class citizens when we get it first? I know this is an old message because it's later, but we're not second class citizens. They're actually treating us like first class. Like you know how you go to the airport and you have the senior citizens, they get on board because of and the disabilities get on board, and then you have your first class that goes in, the people that get in first, and then the rest of the people get on we're getting the game first. Again, it's a single player game. You're going to probably beat Indiana Jones within a week or two and move on to the next game. By the time they get it in spring of 2025, that means somewhere between March and April, you probably done played 3-4 other games that they have not played in Game Pass. He said before their own platform, that's not the case. If you got Game Pass, you get it first. When whatever happened to games going only on platforms with Game Pass? That was the thing. Yeah, I just explained that one. So again, this is all old, so I'm not going, bashing them. But like you said, it was true. What happened with it going to all other platforms? They tried to do PlayStation. PlayStation blocked it. Sony blocked it. Shout out to Jim Ryan. He blocked Game Pass. This is their alternative route for him blocking the Game Pass deal. We're just gonna select the games over there, and the ones that do well, we're doing so. Like, I don't think people really understand how well Microsoft are doing with software and services. Like that 60-some% plus, everyone focuses on the console, but they didn't focus on service and subscription game service. They're doing very goddamn well. Weekend Money had all of this mess. One of the biggest games this year is coming out in October, which is Call of Duty. And everybody and their mama gonna be playing that game. Everybody gonna. And guess who's gonna make a profit off of that? If you got Game Pass, $20 a month, you getting access to all of this. You get the game, you can make your content, play with your friends, enjoy it. The extra money that you did save, you can go and buy the battle pass, some skins, whatever you want to do, and you still gonna come out on top. While the other people, such as Sony or whoever else, they're gonna be playing $70 for the game or more to get a battle pass or something. They're gonna be paying 120, whatever the number is. They gonna be paying all that. That's Go ahead, y'all have fun. We don't care. Like I don't want to put this in street terms, but let's be honest. Like, nigga, you do it on the street. If you hustling and selling weed to somebody, it in the hood, you gonna sell it for a certain price. When you go out to the other areas with some other people that you don't know, you gonna hike up the price. You gonna get more profit. It's the same thing. Who sells the same stuff on the same block to get the same amount of customers with the same amount of profit and don't want to grow? You're going to eventually step out of your comfort zone and go to other places to make a profit because you can get more money that way to buy more product. I see a lot of y'all didn't get off the porch as a young age, or maybe business was not your strong suit. But this is business. Nobody stays stagnant. And if I got a good product, or I got, in the case of content, when it comes to video games, I'm finna divvy and dabble. But yes, my loyal customers is like you got a membership at Costco's or something. For the people that got the membership, which is i.e. Game Pass, you get the deals, you get the game first, you get to enjoy it, you get to save money, all that. Boom. For the people that still want to shop at Costco's, i.e. game want to still play with Game Pass games or Microsoft games, you're gonna have to pay $70. We already know that they already talking about gaming probably going to go up in price due to like Unreal Engine, MetaHuman, this ray tracing stuff, new consoles coming out. Yeah, you're going to be paying more than $70. We're winning. Like, the person that has the membership first, that's grandfathered in a sense, you're winning. The price doesn't go up on you in the sense of compared to not having Game Pass. That's I would say, yeah. With Indiana Jones, a lot of people did switch up because it was on their platform initially, so they thought the game was trash. So I do agree with that point. Bro, I was there when they announced that, and I was like, y'all are tripping, bro. I love the way that they had the audio, his jokes, that little dry humor. Like, it looked like Indiana Jones. If you grew up on Indiana Jones, it's like, dang, they paid homage to it. They did it pretty good. But I'm thinking it's gonna be like a massive joy about seeing Indiana Jones. The first thing, oh man, you seen how he punched him in the face with that? Oh, that looked weak. And oh man, I was like, why is it going in the third and first? I'm like, are y'all serious? I was just like, really? The developers literally said in that interview, this was our best choice or best option because we wanted to have a dynamic view between the first and third when he's climbing on various objects. It's the first time we're doing it, and they wanted to captivate it the best way that they can. They was saying this shit on the showcase, and everybody just ignored what they said and just went on a tangent about Tiki Torch and all this is trash. Now the game's coming in spring of 2025. It's a celebration. Bro, my God, my God. He said, I agree with you on the console war too. Nintendo won the, I won't say won, you said Nintendo won the console war facts based off sales and having the most successful console. Sony won popularity facts among the three, and Microsoft always been last. I agree with it. I agree with it. I agree with it. I agree with it. If you're basing this off console war, congratulations. Nintendo, you won. That's a fact. He said Microsoft is always pushing gaming forward, though even in last place. That's the thing. I remember a quote that Jay-Z always said, but I remember a quote that Jay-Z said about Kanye West, and it stuck with me with everything. He put it in like a cowboy and Indians term. He was like, Kanye West is the one that goes over the hill take all of the arrows and the backlash and the insults, and then he come back to us and say, yeah, the enemy is over there on the hill. It's the same thing with Microsoft. For whatever it seemed like ever since that 360 Xbox One era with that I forgot, I think his name Matt Booty. I don't know the dude name I don't know whoever. Whenever that dude that came on that stage and said that if you want to play our games, you can go get a 360 instead of getting the Xbox One. Ever since that point, it's been hell on high waters for Microsoft. Ever since that point, from the camera situation to the always online, the DRM, Microsoft just caught all the backlash. TV, all that mess. And Sony was just in the back, just watching them take all the arrows and taking all the abuse and damage and coming back and they seeing the reports and it's like, okay, well, we need to do X, Y, Z, even though they was doing the same thing. They was doing the same shit, always online, DRM, etc. Was doing all of the same stuff to an TV. But hold on, whoa, they taking a little bit too much hip. We gonna slow drip ours to them. We just gonna let them crash out. And so, in my opinion, Microsoft just like, you know what? We just gonna rip the Band-Aid off. This is what it is. This is how we roll, and this is what it is. And the moment y'all finally catch up mentally, when y'all remove y'all emotions out of it, you catch up mentally what we're doing, you will understand that it was best for our consumers so we can keep giving y'all top-notch AAA games. Because I want Coalition on my mama. I want them to open up the floodgates for Coalition for Gears of War E-Day. I want to see that game at its most optimized possibility ever that it could be on release day, because I'm gonna be there day zero, cheering and stumping and having the time of my life playing that game. But we don't get to that point unless Microsoft is bringing in that bag. State of Decay 3. I can't wait to play State of Decay 3. I can't wait to play Fable. All of these games gonna be looking fire. South by Midnight gonna look fire. So that's why I'm like, do what you gotta do. It's kind of like like even with Jim Ryan. Jim Ryan did the same mess. I'm trying to hold back my cussing, so that's why I'm kind of like selective with my words. But Jim Ryan said the same mess when he came out and he said that Call of Duty was carrying our AAA games. Like, we can go out here and push all that millions of dollars into these games like Spider-Man and Insomniac and Last of Us. Like they was doing it for years. We know about the 70-30 splits. It came out in the court case hearing. So us knowing this, and you seen how successful it was for Sony, because they completely removed their multiplayer games. I still say that to this day. That was the worst move in my opinion. But I can't ignore the success they got on the back end from money-wise for the time that they did it. Third party carried them for multiplayer. We all know that. And they made some of the best. They put all their focus on single player and made some of the best single player games to this day. God of War is fire. Last of Us, fire. Uncharted, fire. Spider-Man, because of the license, it's Spider-Man. Me personally, I don't rock with it, but I'm gonna give it its kudos. It's impressive that you can give out Spider-Man 65 in this joint and people still run to want to play that game, even though I don't even want to talk about it. But they was able to pump out some of the best single player games to this day because of that 70-30 splits and their deal that they had with Call of Duty. We know this as a fact. It came through the ABK. This is not my opinion. This is out of Jim Ryan's mouth himself. So take it up with him, not with me. why all of a sudden Microsoft is doing the same thing, or are in the lane of doing the same thing and actually improving it. Because guess what? You ain't gotta pay $70 for those single player games with Microsoft and Phil Spencer. All you gotta play is a Game Pass membership. All our AAA games is in this whole library. Here you go. Have a blast. You can pick up the litter. And on top of that, we even got deals with third party in that same situation. They just improved what Jim Ryan and them did. You know what I'm saying? What you say, made it a hot line, I made it a hot song. There you go. They took the 70-30 and just pumped it into their single player games and still hit y'all across the head with $70 title games. Microsoft said, we'll take it. We'll take that profit and we're gonna put it in the Game Pass. And our day one buyers, our day one purchases, the day one people that's in Game Pass, they get it first. No free, no extra charge, all that other stuff. You get it all in the Game Pass for that yearly subscription. What, $220, something like that? $220, $20 a month. You good to go. You can play any games you want. The savings that you get, you can go and do some microtransactions. You can go buy some skins or something like that. Why are we backlashing on that? Why are we backlashing on savings and actually, if we are really gamers, if you're a gamer. Now, if you're a console war, do your console war thing. But for the gamers, you shouldn't be complaining. You eating very good. Like, that's not what Microsoft do, Mello. That's why I stopped looking forward to them doing so. You even said it about Power. What did I say about Power? What I said about Power? Microsoft was always pushing the game before, though. Okay. I feel you know about the money, but why release it at the same time as Sony? Give us our date at the different time as PlayStation. It's bad look for the brand. It didn't give the same date. What's wrong? He said, I feel mellow about the money, but why release it at the same? They not releasing the game at the same time. Which none of the games they released at the same time. Or what game you talking about? Outside of like Call of Duty, that's it. We been playing Hi-Fi Rush. Hell, the crazy part about Hi-Fi Rush was we didn't even know about Hi-Fi Rush. Like, if we go back to see how Hi-Fi Rush was announced, it just popped up at the game show. What was it? Game Direct, the direct developer or something. It just popped up and was like, yeah, you can play it today. And everybody was like, oh, let's run and go download it. And came to find out it was a banger. It was an actually good game. Nobody had that game on their radar. We played it, enjoyed it. It's another single player game. Really good single player game. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. But that was it. Like, even with Indiana Jones, we get to play it first. Like, we get it on release date. They get it in next year, in spring. Like, I don't know that part. Laughing is the cure. He said real shit. People online. Okay, here we go. What's going on? People online just want to brag to other people online. Hold on. This thing is in the way. That's 99%. You probably don't even know in real life. Facts. That's like I got the shoes too. Yeah, Hi-Fi Rush was a shadow drop. Exactly. It was saying like, oh, I want to brag to you. Yeah, I get the game, but it's like, dude, what are you bragging about? Oh, we got exclusives over here. You technically don't. It's like the PC dudes. Like, I think I got the video up. I don't know, but Eclipse was flipping out a couple days ago. He was like, oh, that's why I gave up on that's why I threw my Xbox away. I sold my Xbox and they was doing me wrong. I went and got a PC and now I'm playing at its highest fidelity and with my Game Pass. And I'm like, I just asked him a question. I'm like, do you got Game Pass on PC? Yeah, I got Game Pass on PC, but it's on my PC. I don't have it on the Xbox. I'm like, Okay. All right. I about to say, so when you sold your Xbox, did you return it and get your money back within the 30 days? Or did you like trade it in and sell it to somebody? He said, yeah, I traded it in it past the 30 days. I said, so let me get this clear. I just want to get you to understand this. Xbox gaming division includes games and hardware. We know this as what it is. You went out and bought the X because he said he bought the X. You went out and bought the X for $500. You traded it in and lost money. You was at a negative. You went and got a PC, which ain't running Linux, is running Microsoft. And then you still playing for Game Pass. Ultimate on PC. Who really lost in this situation? From my eyes to my business, to my pocket, if I was Phil Spencer, nigga, we just doubled up. We actually got a unit sale. Even though he traded in, we got a unit sale on the day one purchase. We got him to subscribe to Microsoft on his PC, which he done spent whatever money on that motherfucker. And then he still came back and got Game Pass Ultimate on PC. So we still have you in that lab. You didn't give up your library of games. And that's the key thing. It was, regardless of whoever it was going to be, it is hard to get a consumer to let go their library of games depending on how long they have been with a brand. Phil Spencer and them know this. So, me knowing that it is hard for someone to give up their brand of games because they've been playing the games for God knows how long. That is the situation that's going on with 2K in a sense. Everybody saying, oh, I want 2K16, 2K16, 2K24 ain't like 2K16. It's because that's your childhood game. That's when you loved and grew up on 2K. So, of course, you're going to have some type of bond connection with 2K16. But you're not expecting and appreciating the growth when it comes to 2K24. It's the same thing here. If I've been playing PlayStation games since goddamn it Sly Cooper and Jack and Dexter, you think I'm finna let go my library, my childhood games that I know and love to switch over to Xbox? No. But guess what I can do though, which Phil Spencer and them seeing. We tried to throw Game Pass over there. Yo, here go Game Pass. Check us out. We got some content over here you might like. They like, Phil Spencer like, nah, get that shit up out of here. You ain't finna work on my block. You think you finna throw a pack on my block and think it's gonna be cool? Nah, get that shit up out of here. All right, cool. You know what? I'm a slow drip it to you. Here go a couple of them. Here go some samples you might like. I do a split with you on these. Here you go. Now the consumers looking at the game and they like, damn, they actually did have some heat over there. Damn, Sea of Thieves was fire. I missed out on Sea of Thieves. I could have been playing with my friend. It got cross play on here, cross progression. Oh dang, I'm behind because I didn't want to play on the Xbox. Now I gotta play to catch up. This a fire game. Grounded. Everybody laughed at Grounded. Oh, Honey, I Shrunk the Little Nick. Actually charted. Was a good game. The Kraken was lacking. Fire game. Sold over 1 million over there. Like, Hi-Fi Rush. Oh, man. Dang, they was playing this. This was fire. Now I'm slow dripping into your consumer. They seeing these games, and you don't think they gonna feel away like, dang, I did all this, and I had to pay for these games. They went over there and paid for them. I don't know the price on them, 40, 50, 60 bucks, whatever the price was. They paid for that joint. Why? Microsoft and the Game Pass community, $20, and they had access to all of this. All of it in $20. Oh, I got a PC. Because what do PlayStation dudes tout? They say they either got a PlayStation or they got a Nintendo. Or they got a PlayStation or they got a PC. Oh, let me grab my PC and run Game Pass Ultimate on there. Now I got their access to their library. Oh, I'm winning as a gamer. You just invested in the ecosystem fully. Either way, we got you. We was able, the point of the mission was to be able to advertise on your block, which is Sony. We couldn't advertise like we wanted to the first time because you blocked us. You like, nah, ain't no Game Pass rocking over here. You crazy. Nah, we ain't doing that. All right, cool. I got an alternative way. Here you go. It's plain and simple, bro. Like, I don't know how to do it, bro. Read my other comment about Tim Dog. What you say? If I don't know what you said, but if you cursed or you did any language, it probably got blocked out, bro. So probably like switch up the curse words on it, and I'll be able to read it. Cause right now I don't see it. The last one you said was, yeah, Hi-Fi Rush was a shadow drop, and then it said some people logic are insane. Microsoft still getting they dumb self money. That's it. It's a business. It is a business. I'm not your friend. I'm here for profit. You are a consumer. We keep forgetting that we are consumers. We are a customer, which means we go for goods and services. That's it. These people are not your friend. Like, man, we only know these people because we enjoy what they give us and bring to the table, which is video games. You help us through our day-to-day lives to enjoy video games, something that we grew up on, that we love and enjoy. Keep it as such. That's business 101. When y'all start muddying the water and blurring y'all vision and start thinking about sales of consoles and no, you losing the point of why we enjoy these games or why you're here in the first place. You're here for the art. You're here for the talent. You're not here for the corporation. And I can't wait till people wake up and see that. Like, we supposed to be appreciating the developers. Looking at the art and the art piece on the wall, like, damn, they painted a dope artistry, a dope sculpture. We ain't running to the daggone corporation or the art gallery and saying, oh, you did a great job at putting this art in your building. No, you praise the person that actually created the art. It's not hard to see that. That's the same thing with gaming. I saw a video with Dr. Umar talking to a dude about hip hop, and he was trying to tell him, like, we're losing out because the music company are the ones that's running hip hop, and the dude couldn't fathom that in his mind for some reason. He just like, the artist is giving us the art, and the art is gonna always be the art. And it's like, no. Once you put money in the factor, because that's what's going to help build the community, which is money, the music industry is winning. Because guess what? If an artist pass, they got trust funds and loans and insurance on that artist that they're going to keep recouping money off of that artist until even when he passed. It's multiple cases where artists have passed, signed a record label, and they family don't get any money off of it, or they get little to no money off of the art that their kid had created that people love. We hustling backwards. Like, what's up, Island Game? What's good, bro? I'm trying to. I got to get my little joints off now because on the show you seen what happened yesterday, bro, with you. So it's like, yeah. He said, no, I didn't curse. I just said Tim Dog weirdo, getting emotional about some online console war mess, then backstabbing his online friend. It tells me switch up fast on people. Exactly. Hey, okay, I didn't see that part. I don't know why I didn't see it, but exactly, that's exactly what I said. Like, if we buddy, me and you cool, me and you hanging out, chilling, we going, you know what I'm saying, to events with each other and everything, and we have that camaraderie with each other online. I done met some dope people online. Like a lot of my friends I met on Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and we've been rocking since then, like from Rainbow Six and all that stuff. So all of a sudden in this situation, like, oh, you didn't tell me about this, and now I feel some type of way, so I'm gonna go on social media and bash you as a person, and or downplay your business because of how I feel right now. That's weird behavior, and I've been said that. Imagine you gonna post this disagreeing on something, and then you stop talking to post and start talking ish about him on. Yeah. Exactly. That's the same way. Like, that's weird behavior, bro. Weird energy. Weird behavior. He said, I get preach. I don't get it, bro. And everybody else is like, oh, because like men, like we even when we do steady gaming, and again, oh, I'm sorry. I apologize for the show. Post is working. I thought he was working at home. I guess they had switched now and they got him back in the office. So Post been doing his 1-2, his engagement. I didn't respond to him like, boy, you talking crazy. What are you doing? Delete this, control alt delete, stop playing. But we try to get state of the game and back up and running with Noah and us. Noah and me, we ready because we about to get on post. Yeah, we about to jump post what he been saying on social media. But it was for his engagement. It's all jokes and banter, but exactly, even with state of the game, we don't all agree. We don't we do, we agree on certain things, but we don't agree on everything. And it always play out on the show. And you need that rapport, you need that banner. No ill will between each other, no conflict, none of that mess. It's just everybody ain't gonna see eye to eye with certain things, but it's how you carry yourself after that disagreement, which shows how close you are with that person or how cool y'all are. I would looked at Tim Dog crazy if I was Phil Spencer on how he act, on how that dude act. I'd have looked at him weird. I would have did the same thing. Like, no, I can't fly you out no more. You ain't getting no more free tickets to our events. You bugging, bro. You had a moment and then you carried on with the moment. You ain't that what made it even worse. You carried on with the moment. So it's like whatever. But and you can have your difference of opinion. I ain't telling you supposed to be a yes man or none of that mess. It's just how you respond to things shows your character. It shows how you are as a person. And my opinion, how he did that was wrong. I'm just gonna stick with it. It is what it is. But yeah, I just wanted to get in here and talk about that. That's so honestly just a little brief and a little snippet of it. Phil Spencer and them told y'all they don't owe you nothing. They are not y'all savior. Microsoft is not y'all savior. Phil Spencer and them is not your savior. They don't owe you anything. They are a business. They are in the room of making they are in the room of making money for their investors. They are helping with a $1 trillion company make profit, and they are here to provide consumers with goods and services. As a Game Pass subscriber, you should be 1,000% content and happy and cool because you get the content day one. This is solely focusing on Indiana Jones and any other AAA game or AA game that Microsoft has under their umbrella that they own. You're going to get it day one with your subscription with no problem. If you smart, go out here and go to CD Keys and all these other joints and just get a year in, year out because you can double up and save money if that's what you want to do. But for the most part, $20 a month, you get access to a full library of a diverse portfolio of games. Day one on their services, regardless of where you play it at. You can get it on a Fire Stick. a toaster strudel, an iPad, a LG, Samsung TV. It doesn't matter. As long as it has Game Pass on it, you got access to it with no problems. You also can save money and buy whatever you want. The DLC, the microtransaction, battle passes. It helps you out tenfold. As for the games going over to PlayStation, they paying $70, $80. We already know the game is probably gonna go up as the years continue. Probably gonna be paying $80 over there for a game. It doesn't matter. It Long story short, it doesn't matter. Third party games are already cross progression, cross play. It doesn't matter where you play them at. I can play somebody on the PlayStation right now in 2K, Madden, and Call of Duty. We all know that third party runs gaming. For the most part, when it comes to AAA games for exclusive wise, we probably get 3 games out the year, maybe 4 if we lucky. But for year end, for the whole entire months, all 12 months, third party runs gaming. We know this. This is a fact. And I ain't gotta, fact check me on it. You've been around here, you know that. Third party release games whenever they feel like it because they don't have no title to them. Long as they embargo is lifted and released, they can release a game anytime they want. Microsoft, PlayStation, them exclusive wise, 3 or 4 games if you lucky, you get during the year. With Game Pass, you're getting all of that rolled into one, so it doesn't even matter when it released. You're getting access to it. Whereas with PlayStation, you're paying out the pocket, man. You're paying more, especially if it comes to Microsoft products. You're going to pay more. It just is what it is. Take it for what it is at that point. With this Indiana Jones situation, spring of 2025, they will be getting it. You get it months in advance. This is a single player game based off of a movie or somewhat loosely based off of a movie release. And you're gonna play it and beat it within 2 weeks. If you're one of them 100% achievement guys, you're gonna beat that game within 2 weeks. If you just running through the game just because you want to enjoy it and have your time with it, you're gonna beat it within a week's time. And carry on and run off and play other games in Game Pass. Calm down and stop reacting emotionally on social media. You look bad when you do that. You look unstable. I get it. Some do it for clickbait. Cool, great. That's what you into. Have a blast. Because you making a profit off of it. You making a profit off of somebody pain and anger. Smart move, man. Kudos. You are better than most. You are a level above others. But for the ones that ain't making a profit off of this, the ones that's port bagging, as if they can't just go out and buy the console that they want to. I saw in that daggone Phil Spencer joint, somebody said they wanted God of War PlayStation 2 version remastered for the Xbox. I said, nigga, if you don't go over there and just buy you a PS2 and just buy the game and go play it, you listen to what you over here asking for, bro. You sound crazy. You said it's low-key smart. Play the game on Game Pass or play $70 on PlayStation. Pick one. Which one is better? Bro, simple. He said, no, bro, it's over for Xbox. Mustang Gamer, if you want a console war, do your thing. Personally, you sound dumb as hell. Because these people are making hand over fist money off of the software and services, which is going to carry the console by itself alone. But to each his own. You 20-something plus million consoles sold is small and minute to you when there's only the big 3 in the world. By all means, bro, you got it. I already talked about it at the beginning of it. But Like, bro, you can't certain people you can't save. G, I'm starting to learn that. That's one thing I've learned about doing this podcast and stuff. And if y'all jump into it, if you haven't, shout out to make sure y'all go check out Island Game too. I don't know if Mustang where what's your name, you got a podcast or not, but if you do, this is what I learned. You can't please everybody. Everybody ain't gonna be pleased with your opinion or your views. But at the end of the day, come with your own mess, your own opinion, your own views. I would appreciate it 10 times more. You come with your own opinion and your own views and take on stuff. If you just regurgitating everything off of social media just for a profit and some clicks, please move to the left. Me and you are not the same. If I can't sit down and have a full conversation with you about a video game and your opinion on that game because you played it, me and you are not the same. It just is what it is. It's hilarious. Xbox announcing more games for PlayStation. They have no games. Hey, bro. I said from jump when Jim Ryan stepped down. Shout out to Jim Ryan once again. One time for the one time. Amazing work that you did over there with Sony. The moment he stepped down and this new guy that came in, I don't know his name, I'm not gonna butcher it. And they started picking people now. They got some different people in position on certain divisions now. But when I didn't know about him, and then the little information I got from him, and they was like he's all about profit and he ain't no play type of individual. Like he gonna be in there trimming fat. And then we start seeing the rollout and the money he had that they was doing for those games. And I was like, yeah, he finna do some damage over there. He about to trim a lot of fat over there. A lot of fat. And I'm gonna add, I'm gonna go ahead and leave out now because I've been doing this. Yeah, I gotta go handle some stuff with my kids. But I'm gonna leave y'all with this question that I've been saying the longest for like a couple podcasts, especially ever since he been announced. We seen what happened with Microsoft and them in the 360 era. You know, they removed themselves from the exclusive deals. They start betting more on buying companies and owning IPs instead of doing these marketing deals and exclusive time exclusives. They did some here and there, but for the most part, they removed themselves from that. And they start betting more on owning the IPs and buying companies. And now they're where they at right now with over 60 some percent in goods and services is a profit. The hardware, you know what I'm saying, is a dip. Like they said it was going to be a dip. It's been a decline, but it's been a decline in gaming everywhere. Everyone knows it. Sony has said it themselves. 54% of their user base are still on PS4s and waiting to upgrade to PS5. So, with all that being said, with the DRM situation always online with Phil Spencer and them, TV, all this, the backlash that they went through, no games, all that. Now we are at where we at right now going into 2025. Do you think that Sony, with this new owner, can do the same thing? Or do you think, personally, do you think that Sony will survive and end up on top, or will they fall? Me personally, I think they are getting ready to dress Sony and their IPs up for sale. I think they're going to sell to Apple and Tim Cook. I could be wrong, or Jeff Bezos and Amazon. I could be wrong. It's just my hypothetical thought right here. It ain't no concrete evidence on this right now, as of right now, outside of him like downsizing the money that they're putting into their IPs, and they doing a lot of layoffs, but they posed to have came, and they doing a lot of liquidation. You know, you seen what happened with Bungie and the debacle that went on with Bungie. I'm just saying, can Sony survive the backlash and the turmoil that Microsoft did to stay on top and stay relevant in gaming, because the console sales is the console sales. They good, they are impressive. 60 plus million is nice. Turn a profit, pretty good. But they games and services, y'all know like I know, it's been terrible. Jim, and it ain't coming from me. Jim Ryan has said them selling 10 million is not sustainable. The situation with Square Enix not being happy with the Fallout, Final Fantasy sales, all been documented. Capcom, they said their exclusivity hurted them at one point. We end up finally getting Street Fighter on Xbox, on other platforms. Been the best Street Fighter. Again, these are not my words. This is what's been going on. We seen what happened with Forspoken. People don't even mention Stellar Blade anymore. Helldivers 2 was carried by PC. Did PlayStation guys go out there and buy it? Yes, but majority was on PC. Even with Black Myth, they trying to claim that Black Myth Wuhan is daggone exclusive. China carried Black Myth Wuhan on the PC, not the PlayStation. From what they've been reporting. This is not coming from me. This is what they've been reporting. Take it with a grain of salt. I'm not saying it's true or not, unless Sony and them say it. But do you think Sony can survive what Microsoft had to go through? Good boy. And on that note, Pastor got the last one. Yo, bro, Mello, be safe out there. I definitely will, man. Appreciate you, bro. And shout out to you, man. You definitely motivated me to keep doing these, start uploading more videos, bro. Much success to you. So on that note, I'm out. We're probably gonna be doing the Ricky Brown podcast early or whatever later on. I think he doing the show. I don't know with Rick sometimes. He been power hungry lately since he got his subscribers. Shout out to him though. Shout out to the Watchtower and the guys over there though. Shout out to Broadband Bully and they antics, the golden girl of gaming. Remember that? They are the golden girl of gamers. These are the guys that are hell bent on how it used to be, that they don't want to accept the new era of gaming and how the direction of gaming is going. With that being said, this your boy Double O Mello. Shout out to my boys too, State of Gaming. Eventually we gonna get back on our streaming. Noah Post, love y'all bros. Appreciate all the love and support, man. This your boy Double O Mello. One love, God bless. Peace. Make sure y'all go play a game today, man. Play something. Play games, not politics, man. And on that note, I'm out. Peace.
It may we all avoid these motherfucking skeezers, dick